The second annual Tunnel of Oppression is an event brought to campus by the Multicultural Club with the help of other organizations here on campus. With this event, students can get a first-hand look at certain issues in our society.
Tunnel of Oppression exactly. It's a full day of programming that highlights different forms of oppression. This year we have homelessness coming out in the LGBT community. We have mental illness, body image, and it's just kind of a way to give voice to a certain population or a certain group that typically doesn't have a voice in our society.
Honest with you, as for my position, I need to come up with different campus-wide programs. So the best thing I thought of, and I've seen before from my undergrad, was a tunnel of oppression, and I thought it'd be a great way to get the campus to learn about different forms of oppression and also increase diversity awareness. So it was just an idea. I recruited the people, and we made it happen.
We basically, you see posters all around campus, you see flyers, we got handbills, we're basically like miniature flyers, we handed out to people. I know at other meetings we showed videos, like I showed a video for a spotlight meeting from Missouri State, like an actual, it's like talking about like images, like gay image, racism, all that stuff, and how they were actually treated by other people and individuals. Like, it was really deep, and like some people got really touched just by that video, so probably getting really touched in when they go through the tunnel.
For me was a lot of the collaborative discussions that I had with Natalie Fajardo, who's the GA for Diversity in the Student Activities Office, and we really wanted to put a program that spoke to as many different students as possible, that not only was a great program to put on, but also educate on different forms of oppression. So.
My experience at the tunnel, it was really emotional and moving. It made me look forward to, made me see what I've been missing and from other people, and to know that what's going on in the tunnel has actually happened in people's lives and people I talk to every single day.
I notice a progression. I feel like it starts off with, it goes through the psychological effects of mental illnesses, which with that there's no skit or any kind of dramatization, and then it goes through the homosexual LGBTQ realm, and they have some kind of acting with that, some dramatization with that, and then it kind of builds up. And so I feel like by the time they get to our group where we have music and we actually do a live reading of a poem, I feel like it becomes really impactful, and then it ends with the topic of civil rights movements and talking about stereotypes and stigmas with our culture. And so I feel like by that point it kind of leaves people like with a little cliffhanger, like, okay, what's going to happen next?
Last year we had 4 rooms, this year we have 6. Last year it was just a group of actors kind of putting it together, and this year we actually had student organizations who sponsored a room. Basically they were able to create a room and talk about whatever they wanted to talk about, as long as it was a form of oppression.
I feel like I've been pretty aware about most topics, but I really liked the group who goes before us with the young ladies who talk about women's identity and feminism in the media, and I really liked their kind of blatant stance, how they portrayed it. They all wore scantily clad clothes, and they wore words like fat and ugly on their bodies, and talked about, you know, these unrealistic stereotypes that our culture wants with women. And so I thought that was a really powerful way to demonstrate it. So I'd say it was a topic I'm already pretty familiar with, but I liked how they made it stick in your mind.
Really great to have actually a higher number of participants than we did last year, and we got people to feel, we educated people, and I hope, and I also know that we made a difference as well.
We're hoping to maybe do this 2 days instead of 1. We're looking, we did an assessment this year to see what topics we could possibly do next year, and hopefully more participants.